Welcome to Spill the Tea, where we steep the facts, stir the controversy, and pour out the truth behind everything you thought you knew. Fasting is trending. Tea is timeless. Together, they're being called a biohacker's dream, a minimalist duo that claims to burn fat, boost energy, reset hormones, and sharpen focus, all without food. But here's the real question. Is drinking tea while fasting a powerful metabolic weapon? Or could it secretly be working against your goals? Because not all tea is innocent, and not all fasting windows are created equal. Some teas may enhance autophagy, accelerate fat oxidation, and stabilize glucose. Others might trigger insulin, increase cortisol, or even break your fast without you knowing. In this video, we're cutting through the confusion and getting brutally honest about how tea affects your fasting state, your hormones, your metabolism, and your results. This is the ultimate breakdown: tea versus metabolic flexibility. Tea's effect on autophagy and fat burning. Green tea versus black tea versus herbal. The caffeine paradox and the shocking tea mistakes that can sabotage your fast. Whether you're fasting for fat loss, longevity, focus, or full body reset, this is the truth the wellness industry doesn't spill. Grab your favorite cup and let's break the fast with knowledge. Before we can talk about tea, let's talk about fasting. Because if you don't know what breaks fasting, you won't know what tea does. There are 4 core goals of fasting: lowering insulin to enter fat-burning mode, triggering autophagy, cellular cleanup and repair, improving metabolic flexibility, switching between fuel sources, enhancing mitochondrial function and brain clarity. So, does tea interfere with these? That depends on what's in the tea, when you drink it, what kind of fasting you're doing. Technically, anything that triggers a significant insulin response, digestive activation, or caloric input breaks fasting. But here's where nuance matters. A tea with 0 calories and no carbs, unlikely to break a fast for fat burning or autophagy. A tea with additives, milk, sweeteners, or strong hormonal effects, it might be doing more harm than good. Let's dig in. Let's start with the good news. Some teas are pure fasting gold. Here's what tea can do for your fast when chosen wisely. Ballot suppress appetite. Green tea, oolong, and black teas naturally reduce hunger thanks to their caffeine and catechin combo. They blunt ghrelin, the hunger hormone, and make your fast feel smoother. Ballot increase fat oxidation. Green tea's star compound EGCG has been shown in multiple studies to enhance fat burning, especially during low insulin states, like fasting. Ballot stabilize blood sugar. Cinnamon tea, turmeric tea, and bitter herbal blends, like dandelion or nettle, help reduce glucose spikes and support insulin sensitivity. Ballot trigger autophagy. While no tea guarantees autophagy, some, like matcha or oolong, contain polyphenols that support autophagic signaling pathways when combined with fasting. Ballot boost focus and mitochondria. Caffeine plus L-theanine, found in green and white tea, increases alpha brain waves, the same as meditation. It also supports mitochondrial energy output, perfect for brain clarity during fasts. So far, tea looks like the ideal partner, but not so fast. Here's where it gets messy. Cortisol spike risk. Tea contains caffeine, and caffeine during an empty fasted state can spike cortisol, your stress hormone. Too much cortisol equals a blood sugar imbalance, a belly fat retention, a muscle breakdown, anxiety, and poor sleep. For morning fasters, this is key. That fasted focus may just be a cortisol surge in disguise. Tannins and stomach irritation. Tea contains tannins, which can irritate your gut lining, especially without food. This can lead to nausea, acid reflux, and increased inflammation. Iron absorption disruption. Tea interferes with iron absorption. If you're fasting and already low on nutrients, drinking strong tea every day could lead to fatigue, hair thinning, or anemia over time. Accidental insulin spikes. Certain herbal teas, especially sweetened or flavored blends, contain hidden additives that can spike insulin, ending autophagy and slowing fat burning. Sleep disruption, metabolic damage. If you drink caffeinated tea during your fasting window too late in the day, you risk destroying your deep sleep, which your metabolism needs to repair. Fasting is stressful by nature. Tea can calm it or amplify it. If you want to use tea as your biohacking ally, here's what actually works. Green tea, especially matcha. Best for fat burning, brain clarity, autophagy support. Why? High EGCG, moderate caffeine, L-theanine, polyphenols. Oolong tea. Best for metabolism, blood sugar, fat oxidation. Why? Partially fermented, has both black and green tea benefits. White tea. Best for gentle energy, antioxidants. Why? Lowest caffeine, high anti-aging catechins. Pu'er tea. Best for fat breakdown, gut microbiome. Why? Contains unique microbes and enzymes that support digestion and lipid metabolism. Rooibos, mint, chamomile, fennel herbal teas. Best for fasting support without stimulation. Why? Zero caffeine, digestive support, calm nervous system. Yerba mate. Best for clean energy, appetite suppression. Why? Contains theobromine, a gentler stimulant than caffeine. Avoid these. Flavored detox teas with additives. Tea lattes or teas with milk sugar. Prepackaged bottled teas, even the unsweetened ones. One of the holy grails of fasting, autophagy, the body's cellular recycling system, where damaged cells get broken down and rebuilt. It's anti-aging, anti-cancer, pro-longevity. Can tea help trigger this? Maybe. Studies show that polyphenols found in green tea, EGCG, black tea, theaflavins, and herbal teas like hibiscus activate AMPK, a key enzyme that signals autophagy. Matcha and pu'er have shown particularly promising results. But here's the truth. Tea alone won't induce full autophagy. It supports it when paired with true fasting, low insulin, and cellular stress. Think of tea as a booster, not the trigger. But beware, tea with calories, sugars, or insulin-stimulating herbs can interrupt autophagy completely. Biohacking is not one size fits all, especially for women. Fasting can be amazing or disastrous, depending on your cycle, stress levels, and hormonal state. Tea can help or harm. Green tea and black tea may support estrogen detox, reduce inflammation, and stabilize mood. But too much caffeine can disrupt progesterone and worsen PMS or sleep. Spearmint tea supports androgen balance, helpful for PCOS and acne, but overuse may blunt libido or disrupt testosterone in sensitive individuals. Licorice root tea can raise cortisol and lower testosterone. Avoid during fasting if you're already stressed or adrenal fatigued. Chamomile and lemon balm. Perfect for women who fast in luteal phase, supports GABA, calms anxiety, balances cortisol. The key is, listen to your cycle. Don't force a one-size-fits-all tea regimen. Women need flexible fasting plus adaptive tea pairing. Timing matters. Morning teas, fast support. Ideal, green, oolong, black, matcha. Purpose, mental energy, metabolism, appetite control. Watch out for overcaffeination and cortisol spikes. Afternoon teas sustain fast. Ideal, white, yerba mate, mint. Purpose, gentle energy, digestion, blood sugar balance. Watch out for hidden sweeteners or detox gimmicks. Evening teas, close your window/support sleep. Ideal, rooibos, chamomile, lemon balm. Purpose, calm nervous system, reduce cortisol, deepen recovery. Avoid all caffeine, even green tea can delay melatonin release. Pro tip, front load your stimulants, back load your comments. Let's get tactical. If you want to build your perfect fasting tea stack, here's how. Step 1, know your goal. Fat loss, brain clarity, longevity, hormonal reset. Step 2, choose a base tea. Green tea for metabolism. White tea for gentle antioxidants. Right arrow herbal for support. Step 3, add boosters. Right arrow ginger for thermogenesis. Ceylon cinnamon for blood sugar. Turmeric for inflammation. Right arrow mint for appetite control. Step 4, match tea to time. Right arrow AMs, matcha or oolong. Right arrow midday, bitter herbal or yerba mate. Right arrow evening, chamomile, rooibos, or lemon balm. In step 5, cycle your stack. Rotate teas every 3-5 days to prevent adaptation. Support your cycle, your stress, your sleep. This isn't just hydration. This is targeted tea biohacking. So, is tea during fasting a secret weapon? Yes, if you're drinking clean, additive-free tea. You understand your caffeine limits. You time your tea to match your circadian rhythm and goals. You avoid sugar, milk, and flavor traps. You use tea to support, not stimulate your fast. But it becomes a metabolism killer if you overdo caffeine and crash your adrenals. You sabotage your sleep and recovery. You ignore your hormone signals. You sip on flavored, calorie-packed health teas. You forget that fasting is already stress, and tea should calm it, not amplify it. The power is in the how, not just the what. Tea is one of the cleanest, simplest ways to upgrade your fast, or quietly destroy it. You choose. This has been Spill the Tea, where we decode ancient rituals and modern science for the biohacking generation. Now you know the truth. Tea during fasting is not neutral. It's either your stealth weapon or your silent saboteur. Comment below, what tea do you use during your fast and why? Have you felt the difference? If this helped you, hit like, subscribe for more wellness breakdowns and smart health storytelling, and remember, not all tea is served hot, but here it's always served real. See you in the next brew.